Black Cat Crafts, the channel that helps you personalize your Halloween village. Hi, I'm the creator of Black Cat Crafts, and I have a special YouTube video for you today. This is my unboxing video, and it's not just any old unboxing. This baby is piece number 1, the very first Evil Spirits Whiskey Distillery to come off the line. And how did I get it? Well, I won the contest to design the 2021 Halloween building. So if you're not familiar with Lemax, they do 2 contests, and they alternate. One year it's Halloween, the next year it's Christmas. So last year they did a Christmas building, and for 2021, they did my Halloween piece. So stay tuned this fall when they announce the next contest. You could win the chance for your own piece number 1 and to have your Halloween vision brought to life. So speaking of life, let's open the box. So it's a pretty big box. I'm so excited. Ooh, packing peanuts. And not just any, the more expensive biodegradable ones. These ones, I think, are made from cornstarch. And you can put them in water. And they will melt into slime. How appropriate. Woo, there's a letter. And it's embossed. I don't know if you can see that from the video here. There it says Lemax and it's raised. I did actually already open it. Very nice embossed gold foil, extra expensive heavyweight paper. And it is thanking me for entering and winning the You Name It, We Create It contest. And it's from the Lemax design artist. His name is Brett. So thank you, Brett. I'm also really excited as well. But let's set this aside and get to the fun stuff. So right away in this box, I can see this, the top, and something peeking out. This is not expected. What is this? The railroad crossing clown. Scary. I saw the movie It when I was far too young. It was extremely traumatizing and probably the reason why I love Halloween so much. Thank you, Lemax. Now I have to get a railroad. There's something else in here too. Ooh, these are the purple lights. These are spotlights. I actually know exactly where I'm going to put these. I am working on a project right now that I can't share, but more to come soon. It's going to be an awesome diorama. So, I'm going to make a giant mess because that's how I roll. Put this down. Get it out. All right, so here we go. Look at this box. Just making sure there's nothing else in there. Nothing else in there. I'm so excited. So we have the box, the distillery with the pictures on every side. You know, as expected there. We're going to open up the box itself. Very exciting. So as expected, we got the little rubber bandy piece. I'm going to just put this down so it's easier to pull out. Very carefully take this out. Okay. So this says bottom. So that tells me how I'm supposed to open this. So for those of you who aren't that familiar with Lemax Spooky Town products, their boxes are very unique. They have a great space-saving design. Also a great way to store some of the parts that come with your piece. For example, I can see already right here, there is a little door cut in where it says top. This is probably where my power cord lives. So I usually end up using some packing tape to affix over this door so that way it stays when my pieces are in storage. Let's open this bad boy up. Ooh, so exciting. So opening up the door, up. 2 pieces. As promised, we have the power cord. Very important. We're going to use this later. And this is something that I have to give props to the designers at Lemax for, because my original submission talked about the skeleton crew welcomes you to the Evil Spirits Whiskey Distillery. It needs spirits. These are ghosts, so it's a double meaning, a double entendre. Spirits meaning alcohol, spirits meaning ghosts. Nicely done, Lemax. Well played. So let's continue. Oh, it's getting real. I'll show you what we've got here. Nice protective bag. You can already see through some of the lights. Again, not knowing if some of you are big fans of Lemax or have seen the pieces or not, you have to be very careful around the edges when you're pulling these out, because there can be breakable pieces there that won't be totally visible. So I'm looking very closely for safe places to support the piece as I gently ease it out of the package. Now, sometimes I might just put my hands in the sides, lay this down and pull it out, but I don't really know what's on these sides because it's brand new. So until that time, I'm going to do the safe way and instead do it like this. So already I can tell which way is the front, pretty sure. And I can see here that this bag is wrapped around one of the smokestacks. So we're going to open that up very carefully, because what you can't see is there's a little dude here. So I don't want to break his little hand off. See, look at that detail right there. His hand is holding a little thing of whiskey, clearly taking a break on the roof here. Roll this down. You get to see the cord. This is not the power cord. This is the part where you turn it on and off. You also can adjust the volume. So exciting. So again, supporting the piece very carefully. I'm going to take it out of the bag. And here we go. Over there. I am so excited to share this with you. It is the Evil Spirits Whiskey Distillery. Just like I imagined it, but better. So, light assembly required. You'll need to attach the spirits. I'll show you how you do that. On the back is a little bump out. It's actually got a hole in it, so male, female. Put that in, and there you are. Same thing with the power cord. Attach that. And if my lovely off-screen assistant would plug that bad boy in. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, we have power. Now let's turn it on. Let's hear what it sounds like.
The skeleton crew welcomes you to the Evil Spirits Whiskey Distillery, maker of the afterlife's finest spectral spirits. Cheers, old buddy. It's Max ready for shipping. Hold them out to the top, boys.
So cool. So some of the sound actually came from my winning submission. So that's something you'll need to keep in mind, because they do include that as part of the contest rules every year. So think about not only what your piece needs to look like, but also what you want it to sound like, because that's what they will often include. And that was what they had. The Evil Spirits Distillery welcomes you. It's just so wonderful. So let's take a look at the piece. So excited to share it with all of you, both some of my ideas and what Lemax added to it to just totally level it up. So the original submission talked about this piece being a marriage between the Grinning Goblin Brewery, a retired brewery that's so popular I've seen it sell for over $1,000 used on eBay, and the Steiner Brewery, a Christmas piece, same thing, astronomical sales price on resale sites. It's a highly sought after piece. And of course, I would love to have both of those in my collection, but that is too rich for my blood. So I decided to take the elements I love the most and sprinkle in a whole bunch of new ones to create something awesome that will truly become a collectible piece in the future. And in a few years, when it gets retired, will end up probably like those other two I just mentioned, being sold resale for double, triple, or more of the original price. So get one, get two, one to keep and one to sell. So let's look at everything that is here. First of all, we have on this side, starting with the side I'm on, these glowing lights right here. This recalls the Grinning Goblin Brewery. They have those two light up beer barrels, clear beer barrels on the front, very similar. They also had some tubing that came out at the top as well. Again, very similar to that, but not the same. Also on this side, I'm so impressed with the level of detail. There's a little sign right here, the Spirit Room Tastings. Incredible. This is the side of the piece. Most people only display their pieces to be seen from the front, maybe from 2 or 3 sides. So this may not be visible, but they took the extra step to make it and to attach it, along with this beautiful detail here, the skulls, the window, and the door, complete with painted knobs as well as hardware. Truly amazing. The windows you can actually see in. I'm just so impressed with it. And then here, the signs for Old Skull Reserve and Evil Spirits Sour Mash Whiskey. I'm getting thirsty myself. Hey, bartender, you want to give me a drink? So speaking of drinking, let's move around to the front. We have more of these same windows with the skull on top. Just incredible detail. You don't see these on other competitors' pieces, especially some of the big box retailers that are trying to copy Lemax. Their detail, it's just not executed like this, and they don't have all the little extras. Like this little guy right here sitting on top of a bunch of barrels, also on break. These two guys, yeah, they have the same idea. Awesome. And then, oh, look, there's little rats on the step. Wow. I love this, because if you haven't ever worked in food or have family yourself, maybe you lived on a farm, you know that any kind of food operations attracts varmints. So the rats, another level up for this piece versus some of the big box retailers. Coming inside, you see the sign, and then just underneath it are the spinning barrels on the bottle, or the bottles on the bottling line. This guy is managing it, making sure those bottles are filled all the way to the top. And just love his little tablet there where he's recording the production. And these guys right here working and or enjoying tasting, very important to the process. So going back to my original point about the Steiner and Grinning Goblin breweries, had some similar features but not the same. So they really did change them up and added a bunch of new lighting. This was part of my submission. This is some ways of making whiskey are very different than others. So larger operations may have these pieces up here. Others don't. It can be very technical. So here we have a drink. Thank you, bartender. We must not have had any clean shot glasses because this smells like Jameson. Cheers, everybody. Have a drink with me if that's your thing. Non-alcoholic if that's your jam too. No judgments here. Woo! All right. Put that out of the way, to the side, safe from so our electronics don't get any booze spilled on them. So loving the bats here, loving the skeleton pile inside. These little boxes here, every line, just the changing lights, these flicker. It's just absolutely gorgeous. You can't really see it because the front lighting is so bright, but there are backlights here and here to reflect on the ghosts in there as well as they come through. And then, of course, moving around, we have more beautiful detail on the loading dock, including the scary face there. And then this fencing. Look at this fencing. The level of detail, I'm just in awe because it's broken, it's spooky. You could have just left it all solid. Probably would have been easier to make, right? Less of a design challenge, a production challenge. But they had to level it up and include all these little pieces. So I just imagine it's like Santa's workshop only haunted, right? These people putting all of these together, gluing them together, the assembly just must be so painstaking. I can't believe they sell them for as inexpensively as they do. You think that they would cost more. So coming back to this side, more barrels, some really perfect, just a box of bottles. Another barrel here. That's some production bits there. This, I like it a lot. The way that it's painted, the way that it has little cracks in it, just speaks to the amazing craftsmanship. And then come in around the side and the back. Yeah, the back. The back has detail too. Amazing. I keep saying the word amazing. I need to get a thesaurus or something. Look up some synonyms. Side, just like the first side that I started with. Wonderful detail. Here's the back view. Let me show you that. So the back, Lemax took it to the next level. I mean, look at this. Normally you view your pieces from three sides, maybe even two or one, depending on how your diorama is. Some of mine are two level and they're very intricate. They might look like a cave, or they might have just a lot of other pieces on them. So the fact that they've made the extra effort to do this roof line here, to do this window back here, this painted bit here and here, here and here. Wow, just love. Thank you, Lemax, for all this amazing detail. Things like that chimney right there, that little chimney, just adds to my pleasure as an owner. Really enjoy this piece. The way these lights flicker, the way these ghosts, the spirits move. It just couldn't possibly be better. Turning that back around. So, as I mentioned a little earlier, I do a lot of dioramas for pieces just like this. And coming soon, I will be putting together a new diorama, 2 levels. The under level has the cave or the underworld. And the top level will have this piece along with some of my other more manufacturing themed pieces. I'm going to do a demon office park. So stay tuned for that. Hit that subscribe button so that way you can see that video when it comes out. And also check out some of my others. I do customization DIYs where you can take your Halloween village to the next level and personalize it to make it uniquely yours. A lot of my ideas and crafts start with things I buy either at the dollar store or a big box store, so they tend to be less expensive. And I do a range of crafts. These aren't just for expert level artists with a lot of education and talent in art. I do it for all skill levels, so that way you can have whatever you might need to, again, customize your village. So I hope you like this video. I can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. And please hit that like button to give me some great feedback. Also, subscribe and share this with anyone that you know who wants to know more about the Evil Spirits Whiskey Distillery. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with anyone you know will absolutely love ways to personalize their Halloween village. You can also check out these other videos on my channel that will help you make the most of your Department 56 and Lemax layouts.